Good morning.
Good morning.
We've already done a Facebook Live video, but obviously I don't know that you can tie them together. But anyways, we're back out here at Ditmars Orchard. We got here before 7, and I'm pretty sure it's almost 8 now. But as we were sitting here, we saw the pilots take off with their vehicles. We didn't hear exactly where they were going, but we heard north.
I think they're going towards Trainer.
Yeah, Trainer, which is not very far from here. But I'm going to spin the camera around and you can kind of see their target landing zone. But also, because we're here during the daylight, unlike last night where it got dark pretty quick, but I wanted to kind of just give an idea, not only because of the event, but because it's really beautiful out here at Ditmars Orchard, and they got
We're here for sunrise.
And a little quick backstory from what I read online. Ditmars began around 1994 just as a family project, and then grew to be one of Iowa's largest orchards. So it's cool. They got a nice little store in there. We actually got some apple cider donuts for breakfast.
They were delicious.
Very delicious. They have wines on sale. They have jams and jellies and various other products, including fresh produce. So anyways, I'm going to spin around and just kind of show you what's what, and then I'll point out the targeted landing site, which, if you saw last night, only one balloon passed overhead. So, and it's all related to wind. If you've ever seen anything or heard anything about hot air balloons, there is no, props or rudders or anything like that, wings to steer the balloon. So it's all, Mother Nature in charge. So I'm going to spin around and we can take a look. So that's where we came in at, if you could see, maybe. And over there is, maybe, like I said last night, the main building for the store. And then you can probably see the vendor tents that are over there. There's like hardly anybody here. Most everybody came last night. And then there's some orchard parts over there. A camper. That's actually probably the best spot. And then as I spin around, you'll see a yellow mark on the ground. That is either landing area or the target zone for the balloons. I'm just going to spin around.
And that's where they'll come up. It's right over that hill.
So anyways, I will pause it here until more action starts. But we are recording from Ditmars Orchard. See ya. And we have our first balloon cresting over the, I would say, southeastern horizon. I could be wrong, but I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you. Very cool. Sun is just partway up. We got good views, and there's still hardly anybody here. Turn the camera back on because they are flying right overhead, and they looks like they launched a bag.
Oh, that was their beanbag toss.
And it looks like they're tossing the bags. And they're flying overhead. Pretty close. Flying overhead. Pretty close.
Places they need to land. The cows are like, oh shit, it's happening again.
Look at your live hot air balloon in the sticker. Oh, yes, it drops it down a little bit. We have a second balloon cresting the tree line over there. Oh, look, we have a second one as well. Let me zoom back out just a little bit. And I believe the object is still to hit right over there. And the last balloon that came over was like, they managed to get it like right in there somehow. I think they tossed 2, maybe 3 bags. And according to last night's description, we see that style balloon, that style I believe is more of a racing balloon. That one is more the traditional balloon, and it looks like that balloon there is not going to make it to the target, whereas this one over here is going to come a little bit closer. I'm going to pause it here for a minute just so we don't take up so much space, but I'll turn it back on here closer the balloon gets, maybe get an overhead view. And we have yet a fourth balloon in the far back. It looks like a Remax. And this one is tossing the bean bags. This would be... looks like he may have only tossed out one. But he's coming overhead very quickly. Good shot, right overhead.
Thank you.
Probably within 30 feet of touching. And let's see where the Remax racing balloon goes. They look to be more coming right across the target, perhaps. And once again, that sound you're hearing is them firing the jet up into the balloon. They're coming awful close to that corn over there. I'll pause this here for a second, see what they do. Looks like the Remax balloon is coming down for a slow descent, hopefully not landing. I would say if they're not landing, the pilot of that balloon is expert to get that close. Although, like we said, you're reliant on the wind. Oh, we got 2 more balloons coming. I would say Remax is probably the winner.
Yeah.
Just saying. And I'm gonna pan over here. We got another racer coming in. That balloon's going way up. Pan back over here, and we have a successful touchdown.
That was perfect.
A little bit of a hop. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Right on spot. I'm gonna get back up to this guy.
I think Remax is the winner.
And there's a good chance he had to abort due to Remax. Oh. And launched a bag. I suppose you might as well go for it. I'm going to turn back around and watch the Remax. And here we have Remax balloon inflating. Looks like they pulled the canopy off the top so all the gases could escape. Very excellent flight. Spin back around, we got one going down over here. Once again, it's all based on wind and where it takes you. I'm gonna now for a slow descent up and then landing. I would say if they're not landing, the pilot of that balloon is expert to get that close. Although, like we said, you're reliant on the wind. Oh, we got 2 more balloons coming. I would say Remax is probably winner.
Yeah.
Just saying. And I'm going to pan over here. We got
That was amazing.
We got another racer coming in. That balloon's going way. And back over here, we have a successful touchdown.
That was perfect. I think Remax is the winner. Here we got, I believe, our 6th balloon right there. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Getting some good sun rays coming down. Don't think those guys are going to probably make the target either. Zoom in a little bit. Let's come back out a little bit. Do it till he dips down behind this balloon here.
Looks like we have one more way over there. And once again, the target was right there. And only one, actually two, have come within that range right there. And like I said, my guess is that Remax is taking the trophy home today. And we had that balloon land over there on the hillside. Funny part is there's cows like to the left, maybe 500 feet. So if you can imagine a cow's perspective, or they just carry on about the business and keep on eating some grass. They had one balloon over there that landed and it already has their balloon down. That was a pretty good place to land. Looks like we got two more coming. Zoom back out a little bit. They are also a little farther east of the target. Keep on going. Zoom back in for a minute, see how close I can get. Too fast, sorry.
Well, I missed the first one, but two's better than one. That's right. Drops look like he couldn't hold that one. I dropped it, it was on the road, so there's a cul-de-sac out around the corner. I hollered at him, so I dropped, he's like, did you make you walk over there and get it?
Yet another one that has decided to stay aloft and see where the wind takes them. I'm going to zoom back in on this one. This one looks like it's landing. Hopefully not hitting any, produce. It looks like their spotters are right there, hoping to land close by. Oh, they hit hard. Good catch. So apparently, when you're turning away, they still keep coming. Now, I don't know which one this is, probably 7, 8, or 9. We didn't really have an exact number even last night, but still pretty cool. Let's get this. So far, only 2 balloons have come remotely close. From what I'm seeing, just from some of the other balloons that have all kind of come this way, that seems to be where the wind streams are taking them. I also kind of think that how high you get up and then back down might kind of dictate a little bit of A, the direction, but B, where you land. But like I said earlier, you don't have really any control which way the balloon goes, so if you find an open spot, I think you just probably land. And, you know, stay away from cell phone towers. And it looks like this one is following suit like the 2 others that have landed. We'll see how hard this guy hits. And pretty good. Oh, he's being dragged a little bit. And they may have, it looks like if you look at the top there, very tip top where it's kind of bubbling out, it looks like that's where they have kind of an escape vent. They pull the cord that's down in the basket and it lets the gas escape out. Good catch though, good flight. So, just when you thought you were done, we have another racer and a traditional. Both are just a little ways off from the target, but
There was one that's, oh, there he is, it's coming right back up. Dip down a little bit.
Very impressive.
Right on the target.
Straggler. Just suddenly appeared over the horizon, and like the others that have gone that way, nowhere near the target. Very cool though nonetheless, and that one is also more streamlined and probably a racing style balloon. And if you look over here to the left, I'm going to try and go slow. These are from just a few minutes ago. They are rising back above. Very pretty. I guess now is as good a time as any. Thank you Ditmars Orchard for sponsoring this event. I myself have never been to anything like this. Very cool, and so glad that there are places around that have events like this. Oops. See if I can zoom in just to get a closeness. They seem to be rising, and why wouldn't you? If you didn't make your target and you're already up in the air, you might as well make the most of it. And my apologies though for the lack of, it's just being in this. This is our first real event, so there's a little bit of an awe. You know, you're seeing this and it's hard to pay attention to what you're actually shooting, and then looking away and then realizing you shouldn't have looked away. There's that balloon. That's the other racer that just bopped up behind us a little bit. Very cool.
Bye.
Snack time. We drove to Trainer, Iowa supposedly earlier. The hot air balloons came this way to launch and then headed back towards Ditmars. But so we decided to kind of do the things backwards and come to Trainer just to see where things were at and snack time.
Got some Casey's pizza, some pretzels, and we're gonna hit the road again. Bye. Who knew we would find donkeys in the middle of the road? We're still in Trainer, but we're headed back towards Council Bluffs, and we found some donkeys. I'm so excited.
Roll down your window, say hi. We're back, and we are back at the old homestead. We finished up with the hot air balloon, and then we thought, we don't have to go home, do we? So we drove around, and you probably hear in an earlier video than this, we stopped by Trainer because of the hot air balloon. Supposedly started there, but we kind of wanted to just give a recap real quick. Depending on where my lovely, you know, video,
What am I?
video head here, depending on where she puts this video, we did a lot of video shots, a lot of pictures. This morning's video was probably a lot better, and obviously my favorite just because of a couple of the videos. But Friday nights was okay. We wanted to get both times just so you see the different.
Last night I thought was a little more disappointing. It wasn't quite as much as we expected. The glow at dusk was good, but they weren't up for long in the air. By the time they got up in the air, there was a limit to how late they could be out in the airspace because our airport is close to theirs. So we only saw maybe one or two of them actually in the air.
Yep.
So.
But this morning, I think there was probably, we didn't count, we should have, but maybe 10 balloons total.
Yeah, I bet 10, 12.
And not all of them landed. The goal, I think, was to hit the target. There was a yellow marker in the field, and there's only like 3 or 4 that attempted it. One got right on spot.
It was pretty cool.
And then the others just kind of fluttered away.
We were kind of right underneath it, so.
Yeah, you'll see in our videos.
Stay tuned and you'll see what happened this morning and why it was worth coming out at sunrise. Bye. Why did you not tell me through that whole video that I have a piece of hair that's sticking up backwards on my head? You're supposed to be my, there you go.
Yes, sir. Later.